What's up, guys? Telling My Tales here, and today I'm bringing you guys another video. Now today's video is worth every second. Just watch the whole video. As I get into it, it's going to get crazier and crazier. But basically today, I'm going to be talking about one of the most unexpected, crazy things that's ever happened in my life. Definitely the craziest hookup story you will hear. I mean, the craziest thing I've ever experienced. I've hooked up with about 60, 70, 80 women, but this one, it topped every single crazy thing I have ever experienced, and let me tell you exactly why. Now, this happened less than a week ago, and I was debating, do I make this video, do I not make this video, what do I do, because this is, I could be in trouble. Besides all that, let's just start from the beginning, okay? I meet this girl on a dating site. This girl is, she's not even a girl, she's a woman. She's 31 years old. I see by her pictures, she has 2 kids, and she just got that kind of like, you know, that MILF look, you know, the tits, you know how the MILFs with the moms, they just have those nice tits, pretty face, you know, she looks good. So we get to talking, and I have her on Snapchat, but we're gonna call her E for this whole video. We're gonna call her E, okay? So E and I, we talk on Snapchat for a couple of weeks, just here and there, you know, she thinks I'm really hot, I think she's hot. We're just keeping casual until we finally meet. Now, before we meet, I can kind of tell that she might not be all there in her head. But I was thinking, you know, it's one of those maybe, you know, kind of, you know, cuckoo hot girls, you know, one of those, she's cuckoo in a hot way. And so, before I saw her, I texted my friend, I was like, she's probably cuckoo, but I think it's going to be in the hot way, but we'll see, you know. I didn't really know, I didn't talk to her too much. We just snapped here and there, messaged here and there, but I didn't know this girl, this woman at all. We finally agreed to hang out a couple days ago, and she wants to come over and bring some wine. And so she comes over, she drives the truck. It's about 8 o'clock when she comes over, and she brings 2 bottles of wine for us to drink together and just hang out and talk. Now, I'm 23 years old, she's 31. I love my older women. I was ready, you know, let's see what this is. I've never been with an older woman with 2 kids. I've slept with the mom before, but she wasn't that old. And so I was just like, let's see what this is all about. She comes over, we're sitting on my couch, and we're sipping on wine. And we get to talking. She tells me a little bit about her life. You know, she's going through a divorce right now. She has 2 kids. She's showing me pictures of her kids, of her husband. She's telling me things that I don't really care about, whatever. I had 2 glasses. She had 2 glasses of wine. And eventually she starts, you know, things escalate a little bit while we're on the couch. So then I'm like, okay, let's go to my room. And then we go to my room. When we get to my room, we lay in my bed, and, you know, we begin to do sexual things. She kisses all over my body, and eventually we do what grown-ups do when they hang out. And as we're doing this, I obviously put on a condom. Now note this, before we met up, she constantly told me, like, she wants more kids, she wants a husband, she wants to, you know, find a husband and make more babies. She told me on the couch, she has baby fever her whole life, she just wants to make babies. So naturally, that's just kind of hot, you know, like, so before she came over, I played around with it, like, yeah, let's make some babies, you know, this is now obviously joking, and it was very obvious that I was joking, because I told her I was just joking. And as we're doing it, she just makes more comments like, you know, give me some babies, make some babies with me, you know, I can take the condom off for you, and you can just bust inside of me, I'm so fertile, I'll have a baby right away. I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable, because I don't want a baby with this crazy fucking 31-year-old with 2 kids who's getting a divorce and who's not in the right mind. So I'm a little more hesitant, and this is when shit gets really, really wrong. You know, I kind of tell her I'm about to finish, and as I'm finishing, she tries to take off the condom, so I bust inside of her. Like, she starts playing with it as I'm finishing inside of her with the condom on. And smart enough, I saw this happening, and I just quickly pulled out, and I threw the condom in the trash, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, are you serious? So after I finish, I don't really say anything, but I'm like, this lady really just tried to make me impregnate her. I'm 23 years old. And after that, I'm like, fuck. How do I get rid of this girl? She's cuckoo, she's crazy, but she's had 2 glasses of wine, and she's clearly not handling it well. And so she's just laying in my bed, and I'm like, hey, you know, like, I feel really uncomfortable at this point. Like, she wanted to keep doing things, but I was like, I feel really uncomfortable, you know, and I could tell she wanted to spend the night. She was literally just laying there, getting all comfortable. Like, there's zero fucking chance this fucking crazy bitch is spending the night. So I'm like, hey, I feel really uncomfortable, like, with what you just did, trying to, like, take the condom off, whatever. Like, do you mind leaving? Like, you know, like, I just don't feel comfortable. And she's just laying in my bed, and now she gets under the covers. She's not saying a single word. She's just laying under the covers. So at this point, I'm like, fuck, like, I've never really had to really make a woman leave, or, like, really had the, like, or haven't felt safe in my own place to where I'm like, this woman's not gonna leave. Like, every girl's been cool, and, you know, I ask them politely to leave, and they do. Because who wants to stay somewhere where they're not wanted? I don't. And most girls don't want to either. But 5 minutes goes by. I'm asking her, please leave, please leave. She's buried under the sheets, and she's just like, let me spend the night. And at this point, I've told her so many times, and now I'm just like, let me call my friend to just witness this craziness, so I have someone just to talk to. Like, what do I do? I didn't know what to do, because I told her, like, please leave, like, leave, I'll get you an Uber home. I know you've been drinking. I don't care. I just want you out of my house. So I call my friend, and as I'm doing this, she gets very, very... This is where it really sets her off. I'm like on my phone texting him, and then I call him, and I'm like, yo, look at this girl, like, she's not leaving, like, what do I do? And then I get off the phone with him. She's just still laying under the sheets, not talking. And then I can text another girl. It's a girl who's involved with law enforcement, so I'm asking her, like, what the fuck do I do? What's going on? And as I'm texting this girl, she fucking jumps out of my bed. She has this crazy fucking face. She's like, why the fuck are you recording me while I'm naked? You've been taking videos of me. And she literally reaches back and punches me in my face. And I'm just like, holy shit. And then she tries to hit me again, and I kind of move out of the way. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Relax. I'm not taking any videos of you. I was calling a friend. I was texting people. And she's like, no, you fucking recording me. And after she hits me and has this crazy manic phase, she just jumps right back into my bed. And at this point, I'm like, oh, hell no, this fucking lady's insane. So that's when I start to record, okay? That's when I start to record every single thing that happened from there. Once I start recording, she decides to get out of my bed. She walks to my couch. And at that point, I'm like, hey, like, can you please leave? I'll buy you an Uber. You can hear me say in the videos, I'll buy you an Uber home. Can you just please leave? And then she does some crazy shit. As she's sitting on the couch, and I'm just, at this point, she's also naked. She didn't put any clothes on. Top is covered, bottom's not. She sits on the couch, and then she says,
stop holding a knife above my head. Please stop. Please let me go. Please, I'll beg you. I'll pay you anything. Please let me go. Stop putting a knife up above my head.
I'm literally just recording her as she's claiming that I'm holding her hostage and that there's a knife to her head. And so she says that, and I'm just like... And then after she says that, she gets up, and she's like, you can't record me. I'm a minor. You know, I'm under 18. This is child material. And I'm just like, you're 31 years old with 2 kids. What is going on? She walks to the other area of the living room, and she goes, you R-bombed me. Holy crap. That is something that a man never ever wants to hear, and it's the first time I've ever heard it. At this point, I'm realizing that this woman is fully committed into ruining my life. A woman that says that you R-bombed her is not messing around, okay? They're not messing around. And as I'm just asking her to leave, she starts going crazy. I have 2 doors by my room. One to enter from the living room, one to enter from the kitchen. And she is running from door to door, slamming it as hard as she can, just running back and forth like I'm chasing her or something. And I'm just like, oh my god, I just have to record, because if I don't have this evidence, I'm probably going to fucking jail. Finally, she stops running around. She's like, I'm like, can you please leave? She's like, just give me my stuff, give me my wallet, all this stuff. I'm like, I don't have your wallet, your purse is in the living room. But I grab her pants, and as I'm grabbing her pants, and I'm telling her, like, here, take your pants so you can get dressed. And as I'm doing that, she continues to, like, run away from me. But now she's running away, and she turns the lights off to my room. And so it's completely dark. She turns the lights off, and I enter my room, and I'm like, why did she just turn off all the lights? So it's almost pitch black just with my black light on. It's like this purple light in my room. I'm like, where did this girl just go? She just turned the light off, and now it's completely silent. So I'm like walking around like it's a horror movie, and then I see the light on to the washing machine room, and I'm like, are you in the washing machine room? She was in the washing machine room. She wasn't hiding with the knife trying to kill me. I give her clothes. She gets out of the washing machine room, and I'm like, are you okay? Like, can you talk at least? Like, you're going crazy. I just want to make sure you leave my house safely. And as I'm saying this, she like gets close to me, backs up into me. I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, please just get off of me. Like, can you just say something? What do you want to do? And she says,
I'm going right now to the police department.
And so after she says that, she does another loop. I think she's leaving my house, but then she swerves the door again, goes into my room, and I can see her steal something. And I didn't know what it was at first. I thought she grabbed my speaker. And so after she grabs whatever she grabbed, she's like, okay, I'm going right now. And she basically fast paces out of the door finally. But she also stole something. So I'm like, what did you steal? I had no idea. At this point, I'm like, okay, she's finally out of my place. I can breathe. Holy shit. She goes to the neighbor's house. I'm just lost for words. She's at the neighbor's house, and she keeps knocking, and then she's saying, like, will you let me go? Will you let me go? While her car is literally right there. I've been begging her to leave the last 20, 30 minutes. The neighbors don't open up, and finally, she gets into her car and drives away. Now, at this point, I'm like, why do I feel like this is not the end of our time here tonight? So what do? I asked one of my friends, like, what the fuck do I do? She says call the cops and file the report just in case she does that and they come here and it's just her side of the story, and I'm obviously a man, I'm bigger than her. So I do that. I call the cops. And they were like, okay, we'll file a report and see what's going on. 10 minutes later, I see her truck parked outside of my house again. And I'm like, either she's coming back to murder me, because she would literally be the perfect candidate to murder someone. I swear to you guys, I swear. But she doesn't. Next thing I know, 2, 3 cop cars pull up, and I'm like, okay, here we go. This girl definitely just called the police and said I R-bombed her. And so, a police officer comes to my door. He says, this woman is claiming you R-bombed her. You know, she's making a lot of accusations. What happened here tonight? And I'm just like, officer, just watch these videos, essentially. I show him all of the videos. After getting through the videos, he's like, okay, this is a very different story than what she's saying. And I also told him that she literally fucking hit me. She wouldn't leave my house. And she drove drunk, even though I told her I'd get you an Uber home. Despite all these things, this is what the officer said. I mean, didn't she drive drunk?
So, yes, she did. And that's the thing. In terms of the victim, she's alleging she's the victim. So that's not something we would arrest her on now, because she's alleging these allegations. So in the the scope of it all, it wouldn't look appropriate for an officer to arrest an alleged victim. So we can't do that.
After that, I had to wait another 3 hours because they took her to the hospital for an R-bomb kit. And then the officer says, we're going to have a detective come out here to ask you questions about this incident because this is very serious. And yeah, we need to do an investigation. And about 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning, finally an officer comes. I'm still awake. I'm dead tired. And I speak to her, and I answer all the questions, whatever. She leaves. She says they're going to do a whole investigation. Before I went to sleep that night, I figured out what she stole from me. She stole my car keys and my home keys. So at this point, before I sleep, I'm like, this woman has access to my house, to my car. I can't even go anywhere. Like, what the actual hell? I contacted the investigator who came over at 4 in the morning. I told her, because I told her she took something, but I didn't know what. I told her what she took. Luckily, in the morning, a police officer comes by, drops off my keys, so I guess she gave them the keys that she stole. And yeah, I still have no idea what's happening with the investigation. This woman literally had a manic episode because I asked her to leave my house after she tried to birth my children. And just to top it all off, this woman hit me. This woman drove drunk. No consequences whatsoever. That's all I have to say, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out.